Welcome back to Dream to Destiny Talk Show with Dr. Sanjana John Abraham. My name is Binu Kurian, host for the show. Each episode, I interview the most successful and inspiring personalities for you to realize your innate potential to reach your destiny. I'm very much excited to bring this personality, Dr. Sanjana John Abraham, hailing from Kerala. She is a fashion designer, social activist, and a philanthropist. More than that, she is a member of Censor Board of Delhi, India, the chairwoman of India's Friends of Good Health USA, a brand ambassador Yoga Community USA, and she also heads Anand Charitable Trust. And her social engagement, she believes in propagating the concept of fashion with heart, celebrating fashion for a cause and event. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, she believes in that. And we may be asking, what is this Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao? And she's also a member of American Cancer Society. Winner of innumerable awards. There are a lot, but I could only remember some. I'm going to say she's a winner of Karamveer Puruskar, Paramveer Award, Indira Gandhi Priyadarshini Award, two Rajiv Gandhi Excellence Award, Hall of Fame 2014, Stardust Global Icon Award at the Plaza New York, Stardust Global Achievers Award at St. Regis Dubai, and she also has Nirbhaya Women's Excellence Award in 2018 and Harmony Women Empowerment Award 2019. Sanjay John Alexander, you have been bestowed with too many awards, and I'm very much privileged to have you with my show, Dream to Destiny. Any dream activities you are planning apart from that you haven't told me? Any dream activities that you're planning?
My dream is, of course, to make it a beautiful world where animals, people, environment, everybody is treated equally with equal amount of love and respect, which we don't see. A world without class, caste, creed, color, culture, and just a world where we actually value everything on a basis of humanitarianism. So that's my, of course, perfect world, utopian world that doesn't exist. But I would love to create, like I said, ashrams all over where people can come and have free care. And you see in the Gurudwaras, people can step in and there's food. Nobody asks you who you are, where you come from, but they're taken care of, they're provided for, at least as far as food goes. So I want it to be centers like that where people, if they have needs, whether it is medical, whether it is food or clothing, they can come and at least there's help, especially those in need. We're talking about the elderly, the very young, the people who can't actually fend for themselves, and of course the animals.
Well, nice thought. Yeah. And what is that, what is your success mantra?
My success mantra, I don't think success is not necessarily something that I look at. The whole thing comes down to one basic concept of making sure that I do my best. That's it.
Okay.
And it might not always be successful in somebody else's world, but I know that I've given my best, and in my conscience, in my heart, I have tried. I have given it 100%. So whatever comes after that, I leave it to God, because He knows more than us what is meant to be. So it's not what I want it to be. I leave it to what is meant to be.
Okay. Now, interestingly, I have been seeing your profile. You've been, we are not met for ages now, but then you are into too many things. How does a typical day start of you and end, and what are the activities? How do you plan your day? Because you are all over the place, and how do you manage your time? So I was very interested to ask this question. Typical day of Sanjana John?
A typical day is a crazy day. I wake up probably around 8ish, and it's packed because I have all my babies, which I wish I had more time to spend with them, which I don't. And from waking up to trying to accommodate my time for my babies, I have a packed day, a regime where meetings are scheduled, A lot of times there are media activities which we do take care of, whether it is interviews or interactions or debates that happens. And of course, I've been working a lot with all the embassies and ambassadors. We're working on a very interesting project, which is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav with 75 countries. So we interact a lot with a lot of ambassadors. So during the day, we have, again, meetings related to different embassies and different countries, or with a lot of the I'm not political, but I deal with everybody. So that's another very good thing, because we get to meet with people who can help in getting us to where we want to be. So again, we have pretty much the meetings, and evening normally it's events, whether we have something related to fashion or entertainment, or something fun or something more serious, and sometimes we have photo shoots. So it's not an atypical work day as most people would see it. Sometimes it's also something random. Suddenly there is something that is an emergency where you need to go and help them, so you drop everything and you're there helping. It is something which is not explainable, because every day is something new, something unique. And even if you have set meetings, it's always changeable. So I just take it, and I normally go to bed 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So I have very little time for what I would call what you call personal time. There's very little personal time. It's always on the run and getting things done.
So very interesting. When I was looking at your profile, I saw this Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. What is all about?
Beti Bachao is of course save the girl child.
Okay.
And Beti Padhao is educate girl child. Padhao. Yes. बढ़ाने का नहीं बता रहे, बढ़ाने का मतलब है बढ़ाओ और पैदा करो ना.
Okay. So Padhao. Okay, ठीक है. So what is that? What is all plans all about? What is all about?
As you know, there is a problem in some of the states in India where female feticide, Kanya Bhrun Hatya, which is there is a identification of what sex the child is, and it's terminated in the womb or as soon as the baby is born. So even though it is illegal, people still do it. So the ratio of men to women is there's a huge disparity in some of the states, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Bihar. It depends where. It's basically up north more so than south. But we have been dealing with this to educate and of course get people to understand the value of the girl child, and also to make them realize it's not just celebrating the birth of the boy. The girl child is just as important, and also in today's world, the women are way ahead. They are in every field. They're doing extremely well. They are on par or sometimes even ahead. So making them understand that, making sure that the families give value to a girl child is what we have been doing, that awareness campaign and building up that whole I would say importance of the girl child is what we've been working on for several years now. And yes, there is huge change from before to now, and slowly but surely I'm sure we will eradicate this evil of Kanya Bhrun Hatya from our country.
Right. And your take on environment? I mean, I know that you have been vocal about environmental things. What is your take on environment?
We have made this world plastic. We have filled our lives with plastic and chemicalized everything around us. And we talk about living an organic life, but there's nothing organic about what we are doing. So it's high time people realized and we said no to the toxics and the plastic around us. And it is up to each and every individual to take this up seriously, because our lives are being destroyed. The future generation will not even have anything left the way it's going. So we have been raising this issue, and we started a movie. In fact, we were working on this movie just before the pandemic, H2O movement. H2O is water, Om is eternity, Infinity movement. So we've been working on H2O movement. It is mobilizing the youth to step up to make sure that we understand the value of environment and taking care of our environment. And hopefully soon, now that the things are getting better, we'll get back to finishing that movie.
Okay, great, good. So what about your talk on social empowerment, social empowerment? You have a say on that?
Of course, you empower the woman, you've empowered the nation. That's how I see it, because women are far more, I would say, practical. They're far more organized, and they're far more sensitive to handling issues. So the more we empower women, I think we will empower our nation more. And today, as you look at it, more and more women have come in the forefront to taking care and taking the lead. So as we see there what we were just talking about, beti bachao, beti padhao, but uske saath beti ka suraksha karo. This is also important. When we talk about empowering them, it's also making sure that we are able to give them safety and security, because a lot of times we're still seeing that there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of disrespect to women. So making sure that we identify and we respect them and give them equal platform is when we actually empower, and the whole nation is empowered.
Right. So thank you very much, Sanjana John. This was very nice, information that you have shared, and this is very much, entertainment for all of us, or rather I would say information that you have passed on, that which we are very humble to know that, you're doing a lot of activities of Balaramapuram, that you want to revive the entire, weaving industry with your ideas that can lift up people out in Kerala, and you want to take it big level to the fashion world. So it's a very good move, and moreover your intensive outreach to manage or take care of the environment, the social empowerment, and all has been well appreciated. So thank you very much for joining the Dream to Destiny Talk Show. Before I wind up, I just wanted to give a very positive message to all my audience. Okay, I know that you are in the public forum, you talk a lot, and you're a very good public speaker. So I want a very Josh message from you to enlighten my audience. The Dream to Destiny Talk Show is a show that, I wanted personalities like you to come and inspire people, Maybe a talk of you can change somebody's life. All right, so I'm looking forward to hear from you some motivation, 2 minutes talk, so that you can, for my viewers.
The motivation I always address to everybody is be the change you want to see. And that's the most important thing in life. Valuing what you have and being thankful for every little bit you have, because not everybody might be on the same level, and there's no point in sitting and being depressed and always thinking about what we don't have. Be happy with what you have. Always take a step forward to make sure that we understand that none of us are here to do everything, but we are definitely here to do something. So do that something. And like I said, being a good human being is the most important thing for all of us. Even if you have all the money in the world, you're not going to take any of that. Your bank balance is not going to be taken with you, not even what you wear. So understand, with what you have, even if you can share one roti a day with somebody, if you can give a glass of water to somebody, understand the value of sharing and caring and being a good human being.
All right. Thank you very much once again. Have a nice evening. See you some other time. May God bless you with all your endeavors. Chalo. Thank you. Take care.